1045 The Team and 1045theteam.com. And joining us now, he is the head coach of the Syracuse football team, Dino Babers, on the phone lines. Coach, let's go through the summer. Are you happy with how your team has progressed so far?
You know, I think they've done a really nice job. They came to us in great conditions. Coach Ettinger and the strength staff did a nice job with them. And they've really worked hard the first part of camp. We've got about 10 days left before the first game. Fantastic effort.
Let's get into you personally as a coach now from year 1 to year 2. What are the adjustments that you've made?
I think the biggest adjustments is how physical the ACC Atlantic is. We really toughened up our spring practice. We really got after each other, a lot of ones versus ones, especially with our lack of depth on the football team based off the scholarship numbers and trying to get those balanced out. We came into camp and we had 2 really big scrimmages, and the guys really competed very well with each other. We got some injuries, some bumps and bruises, but for the most part, we're healthy and we're getting ready to go on this season.
Syracuse head football coach Dino Babers joins us here on the phone lines on 1045 The Team. Don't forget the Syracuse Orange kick off their season Friday, September 1st against Central Connecticut State at 7 o'clock inside the Carrier Dome.
Coach, your quarterback, Eric Dungey, his second year now in the program. What are your expectations for him going into this year?
Well, you know, we expect him to act like a second-year quarterback. I think no doubt he's our number one guy. He's the leader of this football team, and we need him to play that way. And hopefully, if we can get him play for an entire season, we may have an opportunity to play 13, 14, or even 15 games.
You have a great quarterback there in Zach Mahoney. He's been with the program as well, and also a very good recruit in Tommy DeVito. What's the future for Tommy DeVito? Is he going to suit up this season, or is he going to use this as a red shirt?
You know, we also got a junior college transfer, Clayton from California, along with Rex Culpepper, one of our freshmen that redshirted last year. I think all those backup quarterbacks really do a nice job on a certain area of the football team. Zach's got complete knowledge of the offense. Maybe the other guys have a little bit more experience or a little bit more athleticness than Zach does, but Zach just knows the offense so well. I think that all those guys behind Dungey all bring something to the party, and it's going to be interesting to see how it all works out as the season progresses.
You're prepping for your Week 1 opponent, Central Connecticut State. Again, kickoff set for September 1st at 7 o'clock in the Carrier Dome. What stands out when you're looking at this team on film? You
know, the thing that stands out to me the most is just that I don't think people really give these guys the respect that they're due. I had a similar football team, an Eastern Illinois team. We went out to play San Diego State in the very first game, and I think we were like 20, 30-point dogs, and we beat them by 21 points. And everybody said, oh, that was a terrible football team, and I think that team went on to win the conference championship, and I believe they've won the conference championship the last 3 years, and they're like 22-6 in conference over the last 3 years. So I've seen very, very good football teams get beaten by FCS schools, and we just need to make sure that we're all given the respect that this team is due.
Syracuse head football coach Dino Babers joins us here on the phone lines on 1045 The Team. Levack and Goz here with you. Hey, Coach, what's a practice like for you? I know you guys use the hashtag orange is the new fast. What's it like? Up-tempo? The guys ever get a chance to get a break?
You know what? It's interesting. They only get a break when we write break into the script. No, I'm serious. I'm not laughing. I'm absolutely serious. And when they step on the football field, the minute the horn hits, we're 100 miles an hour. And we don't stop. We never stop until you get a break. And when the break comes, everyone just falls out. There's no rules. You can take your helmet off. You can kick your feet off. You can take your shoes off. It doesn't matter. You're on break. That's your time. And then when break is over, you're back on our time again. And we normally write in 1 to 3 breaks in a practice, and the kids do a nice job with it.
And you think that type of mentality, you've had success at other levels and other conferences, can make the Syracuse Orange football team a competitor in the ACC?
You know, I think that that's our niche. I think that that's something that we need to do, and hopefully it's going to help balance the books for us, so to speak, so that we can compete with some of the upper echelon teams until we get all the young men that we need to go to battle against them.
And I know some people have asked you this question before, but I want to hear it from you. Your pregame, your postgame speeches have become legendary now. They got a lot of coverage on ESPN last season. Do you prep the pregame speech and let the postgame speech just be the emotions following the game?
You know, I really don't write any of my speeches, and to me they're not even a speech. I'm just talking to my guys. And the ESPN thing, I actually forgot the cameras was in there when that thing happened after the Virginia Tech game. The post, pre-game, there's certain things that we need to do to have an opportunity to win. You try to remind them of those things. The post-game is just straight from the heart, something that if you're fortunate enough to win the game, you want to give them something that'll stick with them maybe throughout the whole season or maybe even through a lifetime. There's something they may share with their kids. And if you lose the game, then you talk about other things, and those usually are the things that don't show up on ESPN.
Syracuse head football coach Dino Babers here with us. Don't forget, the season kicks off Friday, September 1st in the Carrier Dome. Coach, tell the fans here in the Capital Region in Albany, New York, why they have to come out this season to drive out west, less than 2 hours away, to watch Syracuse football in person in upstate New York.
Well, I'll tell you what. First of all, we're not like the Jets. We're not like the Giants. We play a different style of football. Those guys are professional. We're collegiate. We play with great enthusiasm. We play with great speed. We play with great effort. And if you want to come up to upstate New York and see something totally different that you'll remember on the 4-hour drive back, come watch Syracuse football play.
Coach, I was born and raised in Syracuse. I'm always rooting for you guys. It's a thrill to get to talk to you. Best of luck this season. Hopefully we'll talk again soon.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Tom.